Good morning and welcome. Friday edition here for Wake Up Nigeria. You have chosen the right place to start your weekend, and that is here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Tell them again.
You have chosen the right place.
Oh, well, it's been a fantastic week for some of us. How has your week been so far?
Question.
How's your week been?
My week has been filled with plenty of excitement, plenty of experience, plenty of people, friends. It's been wonderful. I didn't think that was going to be this
nature.
good. And nature. I might tell you about that one in just about a bit. We're not the only ones here who are really excited about how the week has gone, but Mr. Mike, Mr. Keno as well is quite excited. Mr. Mike.
It's been a week. I can feel the week in my bones. But yeah, a wonderful way to round up this week is World Chef Day. We have, I see 4 wonderful chefs around. They all look spick and span. That means that today, there is 5 people. There are plenty. Well, it's a, Wake Up Nigeria, the kitchen is a very, very important aspect of our show. So we are commemorating the day and celebrating with our wonderful chefs around. World Chef Day.
Yes, I mean, tell us a show who appreciates chefs.
There's none other, just Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much.
Loudest.
You guys are watching us on, of course, GOTV channel 16, or the alternative, which is 29 on UHF band. Thank you very much for doing
and of
that.
course, we would like you to follow us on all our socials at TVC Connect, guys. We're on X, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and yeah, we are everywhere.
We're everywhere. Remember to use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC when you're sending us a message, because we always love to read from you guys, and we appreciate that. Remember now, we're at TVC Connect, and the hashtag is Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I am Emen Ime Okwache. Remember that you could also download the app in your iOS stores, or whether you're using Google or Android or all of the above. Yeah. Just download our apps, please. We want you to carry us with you wherever you go.
So along with celebrating World Chef Day, today we are going to be doing some fashion for you guys. We have Ajayi Aderomke Oladapo. She's the founder and creative director of Radichaleur. She is a highly talented and also internationally recognized fashion designer known for her elegant and, of course, unique designs with a passion for creativity and an eye for detail. We're going to have her here and her pieces in just about a bit. You are welcome, Grand. First off, let me start out by saying that I heard that yesterday was a pageant and there was only one contestant.
Yeah, it was like that. So if I was not a mem's friend, if I didn't know her, I'd be like, this girl safe, you're too extra.
It's overdoing.
Yeah, exactly. And, but you see, there's nothing like celebrating yourself. Whenever I see people celebrate themselves, I feel like once you are okay with yourself and you can celebrate yourself, it's a good thing.
What was the occasion, Evan? Tell them.
Oh, it was my birthday yesterday, guys, and I looked like a princess. Yeah, so if you want to know how I looked, you can go on my socials at Instagram, mm_Ime, yes. And please watch the video till the end, because there is a special something coming up this weekend. To commemorate my birthday, I will be empowering female entrepreneurs on skills on getting access to funding opportunities.
That's fantastic.
So,
Doing something for yourself and for people, that's great. This weekend, yeah?
Yes, this weekend
Well,
on
let's
Saturday.
hope that the traffic wouldn't be like what we
It's on the
experienced
mainland.
over-
It's in Ikeja.
Keep it around.
Yeah.
Because if you do anything outside of your vicinity, it's going to be hell to pay.
Yeah, I heard they're even shutting down the 3rd Million Bridge
Exactly
this
what
weekend
we're
for
going to talk about.
maintenance.
3rd Million Bridge is going to be shut from tomorrow night all the way up
Yeah.
until Sunday night. So you might want to use alternative routes, or maybe just stay at home if you had plans to be out this
You don't
weekend.
have to. If you, I think we already have, since recently, we've already known that if it's not very important, when he sits back at home.
Yeah.
But then the concern is that is one day and a night enough, or 2 days, Saturday, 2 days
Is
and
the
a night.
weekend enough for any maintenance?
For any maintenance.
Because I tell you
Let's see
something
what
about the condition of the 3rd Million Bridge, where you have like a potpourri of potholes.
Wow.
It's in a deplorable state. I think that is even the way
deplorable does
to
not explain
properly
it.
define it, because,
What?
I mean, just as you are getting on the bridge, now there's this particular spot. It's not even a spot anymore, because it is quite
Like I said, it's a potpourri.
It now causes a lot of traffic.
Yeah, backlog.
Right, like a backlog as you're getting into the 3rd Million Bridge. It's crazy.
On a very good weekday, the traffic extends about 6 to 7 kilometers all the way here.
to like that Oshodi, like that route you're
Oshodi,
going to
even
take
up
to
to 7
Oshodi,
up if you're going out of Lagos.
Oh my.
So it's that bad, and I mean, I don't know if a weekend is enough. Perhaps maybe we should be thinking that it might take longer than that. I think it should be, because it's on both sides. The other side is not as bad as, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
What's happened to our maintenance culture? Did we even have one?
We know.
I don't know. I
We
don't
don't.
know.
We
You know,
don't.
you said this thing, just a few weeks back, it was not this bad. I've not used State Mainland just 3 weeks or so. Like, it's just a short period when this thing, especially with the rains or something, it's
Yeah.
just a short period.
It's the
And
season.
boom,
Yeah.
like, it just, man.
Well, so like we said, make sure you have other plans for other routes if you have, well, occasions that you have to be at and you need to use the Third Mainland Bridge this weekend. Alrighty, let's get it all started for real now. Let's find out what the weather's going to be like, and then we'll get right into the thick of things.
News, I am Mike Mesikeno. President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of 8 new chief executive officers for parastatals and agencies under the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation. The appointees include National Orientation Agency Director General and CEO, Mr. Lanre Issa Onilu, Nigerian Television Authority Director General, CEO, Mr. Salihu Abdul Hamid Dembos, Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria Director General, CEO, Dr. Mohammed Bulama, National Broadcasting Commission, Mr. Charles Ebuebu, Voice of Nigeria, Mr. Jibrin Baba, and NDACE Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, Dr. Lekon Fadolapo. Now, News Agency of Nigeria also will have Mr. Ali Mohammed Ali, Nigerian Press Council Executive Secretary and CEO, Mr. Dili Ezwaga. The President also tasks the appointees to innovate and create new opportunities for Nigerians to leverage upon through the effective reform of these key institutions of government, which function to unify Nigerians, reshape mindsets, and showcase this nation to the rest of the world. And moving on from that, still in the appointment mood, the President has approved the appointment of Mr. Mohammed Abu Ibrahim to serve as the Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of the National Agricultural Development Fund. The President expects the new leadership at the fund to successfully remove all barriers to efficient access to provisional funding in the sector for proven stakeholders nationwide. Also, the appointment has been approved of Dr. Olasupo Olusi to serve as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Bank of Industry for a term of 4 years in the first instance. The President's approval of Dr. Olusi's appointment follows the voluntary resignation of former BOI Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Olukayode Piton. Meanwhile, he has directed the withdrawal of the nomination of Engineer Imam Kashim Imam to serve as Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency. The withdrawal of the above-mentioned is directed with immediate effect. All other appointments to the board and executive management team of FEMA are not affected by this directive. And then on to foreign news. About 20 trucks carrying much-needed aid may be allowed to enter Gaza in the coming days, bringing some relief to its 2.2 million residents. Israel cut electricity, most water, and stopped food and medicine deliveries there following an attack by Hamas militants on the 7th of October. A deal allowing some supplies through Egypt's Rafah crossing has now been struck by the US and Egypt. Earlier, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is billed to hold meetings with Israeli officials. This comes after Rishi Sunak landed in Tel Aviv. Reports from Palestine reveal dozens were killed as Israeli air raids continue to target Gaza. And that's it on the news of 4. Now we'll take a time out. Now stay with us. Want to come on show.
And you are welcome. It's time for What's Up and About. But of course, we have the delectable here and Mike
Yes, Michael Koche.
Mike Mesikano. It's not my fault. I mean, hey, when I hear your name, it's your husband's name that comes to my mind, and then that's what happened. So let's talk about old Nollywood. Let's talk about Nollywood generally. Let's talk about Very Dark Man. Let's talk about Kanayo Okanayo. All these names are in the mix here today.
See, so my own angst. It's not like I have any personal thing against the Very Dark Man. Calls himself. Why? You know, the dude has found a way to just put himself into the something.
Every
Sometimes
single
it can
mix
be, it can
be a
be,
bit too
you
much
know,
in your face. Intrusive.
yeah,
Right.
but you know, for me, I'll just focus so much on
Yeah,
on the words.
let's do that. Let's do that. So this is what's happened over the past couple of days. Very Dark Man put out a post just after Mr. Evil made a post himself on Instagram where he begged for the world to assist him because of the conditions that he's going through. He stands the threat of losing his leg. It might be amputated because of conditions. We're not very clear on that he's going through currently. Now, when he put this out, Very Dark Man put out a post telling how disappointed he was in Nollywood. Now, this caused a lot of reactions because people were like, first off, maybe he's right. What happened to all of Mr. Evil's investments, and why is it at this time Nollywood always has this penchant for putting out their legends at critical moments, helpless at that point, and then the world they have to go through the indignity of the world coming to their aid. Then Mr. Kanayo says on his post that, well, hey, Nollywood will try, we're trying, we've been aware of this. People don't just come out with their conditions like so. However, to Very Dark Man, he says, you cannot use a man's misfortune, especially at a critical time, for clout. So there are very many ways to unpack this. You can unpack it from the clout angle, or you can unpack it from exactly what's happening in Nollywood. It's not the first time we've talked about this, even here on the stage, regarding how it seems like they are neglected in their later years, especially after giving us so many memories. Why on earth, however, do we constantly continue to come to this point? And how can it be helped? If anybody has any suggestion, perhaps maybe that will help. I don't know, Mike, what do you think?
First of all, I don't think it's a problem asking for assistance. There's a reason why the very big brand GoFundMe has become so very popular. You see, if you don't want to help, you just
keep quiet and stay on your own.
There is no problem because, I mean, people do GoFundMe for education.
For nonsense, actually.
Yeah, for nonsense, exactly.
Yeah, I want to
people
buy a
do
Birkin
GoFundMe
bag.
for car.
Yeah.
People do GoFundMe for wants. You understand? For wants, so not even needs. So the point is, if you don't want to, you just get it off. So for me, there is no problem with asking for assistance. I mean, that is why the concept of family, as it were, is actually to be there for one other person and all that. So it might be, there are enough of people who are smart enough to want to help him.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'll get that assistance. And
that's okay.
Like you, I don't.
If you want to start, Mr. Ibu has, someone mentioned Mr. Ibu, Kemowo, Amechi Monago. These are legends of the comedy sector who have given us so much joy. I mean, his videos are still,
that's what memes are made out of.
Made out of. So I would even want to even contribute my own quota, no matter how small. And it's not a time to talk about how he lived his life. We talk about, he drinks too much, he does this, he does. You need a drink. You never know until life happens to you. Someone says, look, the rainy day or that evil day or whatever will come for everybody. Just the prayer or whatever is that on your own day, you can support yourself or you have to support you. So there's no problem with, and I don't think it's an issue of Nollywood neglecting. You understand? It's an industry that is not like, how do I put it now? In the US, we had the writers going on strike and the actors going on strike. It will get there. They have a body. Not everybody's part of the body. But there's some kind of abuse or, health. Someone said, look, your millions of dollars, you are just one ailment away
from losing everything.
There's no problem with Mr. Ebo asking. If you cannot help, no problem. If you can't, you do it. And for me, there's no blame on Nollywood. That's what I think.
You've spoken plenty about that. I want to also look at the Very Dark Man infusion here. I don't know if you have anything for or against, or what do you think do you think that he's helped the situation? Because let's not lie. Since he put out his post, there's been focus, there's been eyeballs on the issue. I can't remember his name, Very Dark Man, but that's what everybody called him. Well, what he did was he came out to tell how disappointed, I think I told you before, how disappointed he was in the whole situation, made reference to other people that have also gone through the process as well. Personally, I would like to say that I don't get this system where guerrilla reportage is a thing. There are no facts, there are no confirmations, there's no verification. You just think, oh, this is happening, I'm just going to put a camera and a ring light in front of me.
And talk about it.
And the world has to take my opinion. Don't take it. Y'all going to learn, don't play.
But...
I used to talk about how AI will take some people's jobs. Now everybody's taking our jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Guerrilla reporting.
Reporting.
Oh, you were going to say?
Well, for people who decide that they want to take Very Dark Man's opinion to heart, that is up to them, right? Very Dark Man is a, what do I call him now? He's trying to, well, he might say he's not chasing clout, but he's also working on his brand. He's building his brand. And he has come to realize that, okay, focusing on some of these issues from a very, very non-dignifying way, or in a controversial way, would get people, to follow him. You get people talking about him. And he's enjoying the publicity that comes with it. He's enjoying the fame, the attention that comes with it. He's one of the most, maybe even the top 5 most popular people in Nigeria on X. Right? So he's loving the attention. As for Mr. Ibu, I pray that he gets the help that he needs. I feel like some of us, as much as, we can't tell people how to spend their monies. I mean, if you want to help, fine. If you don't want to help, fine. If you feel that a Big Brother Niger housemate, ex-housemate, deserves your money, that's fine. If you feel that's...
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't know if I can digress a little bit.
Please
now
go.
you mentioned this Big Brother. You remember this case of a winner who... She came out to state that she feels bullied, that Davido doesn't remember her.
Oh, yeah, there is that. Yeah.
So if you feel that, they deserve your money, which of course you forget that these people went onto this platform to get popular, to make more money. There are brands that will endorse them. So at the end of the day, they really do not need your money. You may as well use it to help the next neighbor of yours that has not had food to eat, maybe in the last week, whom we are not even concerned about. He may come to you looking like this. But because Big Brother Niger people are, you like the way they look, you like, you start to give them your money. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money.
You know one thing, Mr. Ibu, it looks like he has had this health challenge for a while and has been trying to on his own. And it has got to the point now, almost trial for help. I am 1,001% with him. I will do my own quota. There is no, and so I would want to reiterate again, to the rubbish that guy and some other people are saying, it is not a shame on Nollywood. Even if you wanted to do, I mean, think about our HMO. Think about our HMO.
Our health system.
The HMO, as it stands, has some limitations. In fact, a lot of limitations.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of your HMO will not cover.
Underlying ailments.
Sure.
Stuff like that.
So you understand?
So I understand.
So even if they put
agree
up
with
a
you.
HMO in
One
place,
thing I however, want to touch on is the fact that while it might seem controversial, while it might seem like clout chasing, I like to believe that it's an apparatus in itself where you have influencers talk about issues, and these issues get to be heard. Without their assistance, we might not have as loud a voice on particular instances.
Okay, if you look at it that
so,
way.
yes, so I understand that they are relevant. However, there's a way you can say shut up. And there's a way you can say shut up, Joe.
Yeah, but then I feel that
there's a difference in your communication.
It's in the emotional intelligence,
exactly.
which it's a skill that I know a lot of people really do not have. But if you're going to be in front of a camera with a lot of people following
take that
you,
responsibility.
I think you need to be, because you owe them that responsibility. Try and deploy, use a lot of emotional intelligence in your, addressing issues as such. Because you may come off as being very insensitive and inconsiderate and wicked. And you need to be careful because, I mean, it's just within a tick of a finger or cloud, all of that publicity and all of that fan base that you've had will just go. We've had people come and go.
So,
it's
the interesting thing
is,
the interesting thing, I just saw something. There's another, one of the favorite influencers I just went to, and I like this guy for a number of reasons, Daniel Rega.
Who is this?
Oh, Daniel Rega, okay.
I wanted to check what he said about this.
And what did he say?
He
He's not said anything
But the latest one, what he just put up there, which is, and this is quite interesting. He's talking about Shan Kataifi and many other people who don't have any talent, but
they are making a lot of money.
They bring, and I'm wondering, what talent do you have?
He can talk. He's got a sharp mouth and wits. Well, hey, tell us what you think about the situation. It's a big one, and it seems to be unpacking itself even as we speak. Maybe there might be something about it from today. Well, keep your eyes on Threads, I guess. Thank you very much for joining us. Tell us what you think. You might want to also use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC to share your opinion. We would like to know what you think. Do stay tuned. We'll be back. There's plenty more inside of Wake Up Nigeria.
Thanks for staying with us. Today is actually World Chef's Day, right? And you know that on this show, we do not take our cooking for granted at all. We celebrate chefs and their culinary skills every single day on the show. And to commemorate the World Chef's Day today, we have chefs from the Association of Professional Chefs, Lagos, Nigeria. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So we have Chef Ehis, who is a member of the Association of Professional Chefs, and of course we have the Coordinator Program Committee, Chef Cyril, also from the association. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now, the theme for the World Chef's Day is growing great chefs. Wow. That is it has to do with nurturing young minds, young
Absolutely.
people who, who want to be in the culinary school, who want to learn culinary skills, right?
Precisely, not only people that want to learn culinary skills.
Okay.
Precisely is teaching people how to cook dishes that are healthy and that are nutritious. Just young people, ensuring young people know how to go around, maneuver around, cooking dishes, eating healthy, stay healthy. That's the essence.
Okay, so let's talk about what this day means to the both of you and, chefs all around the world.
Yeah, today is World Chef Day, like you rightly said. And our focus and this year's theme is growing great chefs. That's why we're taking this program and activities to secondary schools where we're going to, impact and instill culinary skills and bring them, nurturing them, and begin to build their interest on the profession.
Okay.
And we're going to do that today at Powerfields, schools, group of schools in Ikorodu.
Okay.
So shortly after now, we're going to be going to Ikorodu to show ourselves, to, educate them, to build their interest, bring them on board, and see how they can start developing a career and a vocation around the culinary world.
This is very, very impressive. I feel like it's never been done before anywhere in Nigeria. I mean, we watch a lot of international shows that showcase kids chefs. I mean, kids who, love to cook, who are, are interested in culinary skills. So talk to us about what inspired, the initiative.
Oh, I think the inspiration from the Association of Professional Chefs internationally decided that the knowledge, as we grow older, the knowledge needs to be passed through the next generation. So the idea of the celebration was developed or was born out of the curiosity of imparting, transferring the knowledge to the younger generation. So we, as the seasoned chef, would also have a responsibility to be able to also to do the same, just like the older chefs have done in the past. So that's what we're doing. So we just have to keep doing that to ensure that we grow more better chefs, because it's a big deal now in Nigeria. That
yes, it is.
Yes, it is a big deal.
Now let's talk. I mean, you just said passing this torch from the next generation to the next. Now let's talk about the evolution.
Okay.
2-3 years ago, chefs were not a big deal in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you had just one or two chefs, they were very prestige or pristine. They carried themselves with so much,
pride and all of that.
Pride, because I mean, to be a chef, you had to work with someone in power. But now we see, a lot of infusions in the industry. Talk to us about where you see the, culinary industry in Nigeria.
Basically the industry is evolving. And trends are changing. A lot of fusions are taking place. Back in the day, the chefs were looked at illiterates, in quotes. But today you have people who are accountants that are chefs, who are lawyers that are chefs, because people have decided to explore. I usually take myself as an example. Back then, I embraced the industry having two admissions at the same time. Admission in the university and admission into the catering school. And I took both at the same time, running them back to back. And then I was also challenged. Back then, when I was working as a kitchen steward, my chef was uneducated, I must say. but he knew his craft. I was challenged to go and study these things, so I become an authority in what I'm going to do because it was a passion I embraced quite early. So today you have so many people who are, professionally, trained in other areas that have come into the industry. And as the industry is changing, a lot is changing.
Yeah, and let's talk about some of the challenges, which is, I'm going to go to Chef He's here because he owns a culinary school.
Okay.
And I know one of the challenge for a lot of people, young people, I mean, that's what you're doing, is having the funds to attend this culinary school. Because you guys are bougie. Yes. I don't think I've seen any affordable culinary school.
It is,
right?
I think, yeah.
Right. I mean, people cannot afford this. And I like what you guys are doing, with the secondary school students. Yeah. But then what about university students? What about those on that level? What about those who have graduated from schools, who have the passion, but don't have the funds? Okay. How do we make this easy on them?
Okay. When we started, a culinary school, we trained about 50 people for free, which is what, 7 million. And then we do that often because when we know for sure the society or the economy is not providing enough resources for people. Other countries, government invest into culinary, but in Nigeria, the government is not even paying attention to the culinary, which is the major body of the hospitality. And then what we've done on our own part is to do 50% for every trainings. But the truth about it is that culinary trainings in Nigeria is still far, far cheaper than anywhere in the whole world. Extremely. Nigeria, we are the old culinary schools, you can name them, are considering the economical factors which would determine the pocket, the ends, means of people, so it's important. So for us as a chef, what we try to do on our part as an association is to train these people. We also have a model that train people time to time. We run out seminars, we run out workshops, and then so we train people. Even if you're not buoyant, there are procedures.
You cannot.
Yes, so you can actually break down the training procedures because the chef job is like he has an high ranking. And so you can attain each stage by qualifications. And so I can start off from the low stage, from the basics, and then
and then you climb
so you might not have 10 million, 4 million, 5 million to do the course at once. Yes. So you can break it down, and then you can start, as you earn more money, you can start going for more training. That's how it is.
So there's something exciting you guys are going to prepare for us in the kitchen. You want to tell us about that quickly?
Yes. What we're going to prepare is going to be a strong fusion.
Okay.
A combination of local and other imported ingredients.
So how many recipes should we expect?
About 3 recipes are coming, and
combining them.
Chef Sam Balogun, who is the executive sous chef of Lagos Continental Hotel, is going to do a lot for us. So our expectations are so high.
My expectations are high.
It's going to be quite yummy, delicious, and very intriguing. Meals that is going to put on the table for us.
I can't.
And if I have to add to what Chef he said, sometimes you can also get your training through kitchen apprenticeship, working with very senior chefs, learning the basics, growing from the ladder, and then by the time you're maybe a bit buoyant through your earnings, you can then approach maybe a certain 3 months to 6 months course in culinary school. From there, you're picking up bit by bit until you're there. And all that.
So quickly, I know we have to wrap this up quickly, but there's something that that keeps nudging at me, and it is sustainability. Okay. So there are a lot of initiatives that start up, a campaign or anything at all, especially with young people. Now sustaining it now becomes a challenge, right? Because you have already, instilled that knowledge, you have brought that awareness. Yeah. Now, what is your mode of sustaining, this? What you guys are going to do with the secondary school children quickly? We need to.
Okay, I think it's a perpetual decision. It's not like we're going to end up now. So if the decision starts to train people, educate people, it's going to be perpetual. That means every year we're going to put up a scheme to ensure that that is continual. Okay. So I think from there we will have some percentage that will end up becoming a chef, and then.
Like more. No. You keep talking about percentage.
Definitely.
Percentage.
I think it's just.
I'm kidding, but hey, what you all are doing it's amazing. It's inspirational, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And well, the commemoration continues right there in the kitchen with Mazino and all the chefs. What's happening, Maz?
Well, thank you very much. In a funny way, I don't know why I'm excited. It must be because I'm hungry and that I'm expecting that whatever it is we're cooking today is going to end up in my belly. I'm here with Chef Samson. You are welcome. Like said, you guys look so bougie.
Thank
I
you.
don't know, man. And today we have something very interesting. So tell us exactly what it is we'll be preparing today and why it's different.
Okay, so today, because it's International Chef's Day, so I'm trying to create Nigerian cuisine into an international version.
Okay.
This is a world-famous food, schnitzel chicken.
Schnitzel chicken.
Yes, please.
Okay.
And for me, I'm going to be infusing our local products. Like, as you can see here, I have gari jabu.
Joe Gary is here, guys.
Infused
Exactly.
into same. I have cornflakes, which I'm going to use on my chicken breast. So
Okay.
this will make it to elevate what we are having in Nigeria so far today. We'll bring it up into the international level, and even the whites can hit the same.
So you guys, you're in for a big one today because we're going to be doing something absolutely different inside of the kitchen. I'm so glad I am here with Chef Samson. So tell you what, let's take a quick break. When we get back, we'll get into the thick of things, especially here inside of the kitchen for Wake Up Nigeria. So don't go nowhere as we set off already. We'll be right back. Back inside Wake Up Nigeria kitchen where I am with Chef Samson. Of course, you know, today is World Chef Day, and so today we thought we'll do something absolutely special. We're working with Chef Samson here to make
Chicken schnitzel.
chicken snizzles with a blend of African in the continental style. We've got Gary inside of our mix here today, and it doesn't look like anything that Gary goes with, but Chef Samson's going to work his magic and he's going to tell us. So run us through our ingredients for our meal this morning.
Okay, so for the chicken schnitzels, so I have gari jabu with cornflakes, which I'm gonna cut my chicken, crumb it with a little bit of some flours.
Okay, so that's flour, huh?
Yes, I'll dip inside egg.
Egg.
Then I'll mix my gari jabu with the cornflakes, and I'll use it as like a breadcrumb to coat it. And I'm gonna
Now I
shallow
get
fry
that. What's that?
This is yam.
Yam.
Like the usual way we use yam to make asaro. So I'm going to make this into an infusion with some saffron thread. I'm going to have a change of color.
And I see
into a
green
yellow
here.
fashion.
What vegetables? are
Yeah, and instead of using a spinach, so I'm using our local pumpkin leaf, which is called ugu.
Fantastic.
And I'm going to wilt this.
So this is all for breakfast. This is a breakfast meal, is it? Or is it lunch? What kind of a meal could it be?
It could be in between. You can also have it for brunch,
Okay.
if you wish. So
right.
it depends on your mood.
Chef Samson, how do we start? What are we doing first? Please, let's already begin. Do you need me to clear some of these ingredients out so you can have space? What do you need? What are you starting with? Go ahead,
For
go
me,
ahead.
I'll just start with my yam so that it can boil out quickly.
Fantastic. Let's do that already.
Okay.
So these are very common ingredients you guys can just simply get from your local store or markets. It's nothing absolutely out of your way. Your chicken breasts, your yam, your seasoning, curry, and all of that. Cornflakes and Gary. If there's anything, Gary is the most attainable at this moment. So while we're boiling our yam, I'm so interested in seeing how that chicken's going to go because it seems to be the signature of today's show. I mean, it's called chicken snizzles.
Yes, please.
So let's find out. What are those tiny little, what are these?
This is a saffron thread, and it's going to change the color of my yam.
Oh, okay.
It's like putting palm oil in the yam, but I'm not using palm oil now, so I'm using a saffron thread for the same.
Interesting. And it's that effective because it doesn't seem like you need too much.
Yes.
I can see it already changing the color of the plate, so it actually
Exactly.
puts out plenty of color. And that's happening inside of the pot already.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So it's also about the visuals when it comes to this meal now, isn't it?
Exactly.
Interesting. We've got milk there as well. I'm wondering where we're using the milk.
I'm using the same for my yam.
The milk
Yeah.
goes inside of the yam.
Yes.
I hope my wife is watching, because I'm not a big yam fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not a big yam fan. But if you do special things with it, it becomes very likable for me. So I can't wait to see that. All right. So what next now?
I'll work on my chicken, then
Right.
I can.
Let me help you take
quickly
away
fill
all the
that
stuff
up.
we might not be needing anymore. So we have plenty of room. I put this back there? Back here?
Yes, please.
Oh, you go ahead. I'm your sous chef. I'm just going to help you.
Oh, great.
Help you. Yes, indeed. The sous chef in the house. Now, these are going to be diced, or what are we going to do with
I'm
it?
just going to cut it into a finger stripes.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'm trying to trim off some fat from my chicken.
Any preference for local or the bred chicken? What's the preference?
So the preference on this is both local and international can
Okay.
actually eat this because of the infection that is coming in.
No, I'm talking about the kind of chicken. Is it the local chicken that you prefer that we use, or
Yes.
we use the
No, we
Greek
use
chicken?
our local chicken.
Local
the
chicken,
one we are
because I
getting
prefer
here in
local
Nigeria.
chicken. Alrighty, so there we go, cutting these into strips here. And the color of our yam has indeed changed. It's like as if they had a bit of oil in there, quite frankly. That's very interesting. And what we have here would be enough for how many people, how many plates?
I can do for 3 plates what we have.
3
in
plates.
here.
Okay, interesting. Okay, that's very good. Very interesting. You said nothing about the sugar, however. Will that be going into our yam?
Yeah, this can easily go into our yam. So when I taste the yam, I see what sweetness is bringing in,
Okay.
so that I can put it into a normal
My
level.
mother says it's cheating. My mother says if you put sugar in yam, then that means you're cheating.
No, sometimes we boil the yam and you taste it, and
it's
it
not,
tastes a little
yeah,
bit
you
bitter.
can't- you
then
can never be too
you
sure
wanna
about
add
yam.
life back into it.
Yeah.
So this is how we come into this infusion.
It's okay. Mommy, please, just allow us. Let's do our thing. Huh? So while Chef Samson is hard at work here with our schnitzel chicken, getting those into strips, we're going to take a break by going in for a little bit of sports. Mike is standing by for that one. Let's check out what the EPL is saying and all of that. So, Mr. Mike Mesiketo, please tell us. Well, don't worry, I'll keep you abreast with everything that's happening here inside of the kitchen.
It is another time, another dose of fun, entertainment, and all things dandy.
Dandy, I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Right.
Dandy. Dandy. Dandy, where was Dandy from? You wouldn't remember because you weren't born then. It was from Mr. B. It was a comedy. It was. Anyhow, whether you're her age or
Don't
not,
disrespect me. Don't disrespect me.
you tune into the best form for the morning here for morning entertainment, helping you put a spring in your step with that first cup of coffee or whatever the beverage is your preference is. Well, hey, hang on to it and keep it right here with us. It's the #1 breakfast show in the entire country. Let's say even Africa. Thank you very much.
Man,
Wake up, Nigeria.
you're just hitting the right notes. You're
I
just saying the
know,
right
I know.
things.
Stop
You gotta
it.
let them
I like
know.
it.
We gotta blow our trumpets. Yeah, guys, the first hour of the show was magical. And the second hour is going to even be more mind-blowing, guys.
you bet.
We've got more star power pumped
Exactly.
into the show, guys. So we need you to please stay with us.
And of course, our breakfast today is going to be phenomenal. So thank you guys very much for sticking around. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I am Email Quattro. Remember that you a chef, channel 49.
Follow us a beg, eh? At TVC Connect. Mine is actually at Mazino Appeal. What's your own? Tell them quickly before the director cuts us out.
_IME, yeah.
Now that we
Alright,
got that in there.
Yeah. So let's let you all right into what we have in the next 45 minutes on the show today. For movies, we review one of the top 10 Hollywood movies on Netflix, The Black Book.
You guys stick around for that one because it's been making waves. Everybody's been talking about the Black Book, and we're hoping that.
Yeah. So you know that for the first hour of the show, we always have like a different audience. And then for the second 45 minutes of the show, we always have like a different set of audience.
So who are?
So those that did not pay attention to the first.
Verify this. How sure are you of this?
I mean, I'm just saying it, and I'm going to say what I want to say. Please, my event is this weekend, guys. Remember, yesterday was
Selfish.
my birthday.
Definitely, please.
Yeah, so to
You can.
commemorate it, I am having the Empower Her Summit and Sales Exhibition tomorrow at the American Corner, Ikeja. So if you have no idea where American Corner is, just that puts American Corner on your GPS and it's going to take you right there. So we are going to be having a summit. If you're a female business owner and you want to scale up your business, we are going to be giving you, training you on skills on how to gain access to funding opportunities. So
Nice.
please, come
Well,
through.
you heard it.
Through,
Come through, one and all. You're all welcome, gentlemen, ladies, animals even. Sorry. Let's do the weather before MM is going to kill me.
Those beautiful designs has got me in. Yeah, I know. After food, fashion has my heart. Well, I'm yet to decide on which first, but hey, you get it. Right here with me on our fashion segment is Ajayi Aderonke Dolapo. She is the founder and creative director of Radchiller. She is a highly talented and internationally recognized fashion designer, known for her elegance and unique designs. With a passion for creativity and an eye for detail, she has carved a niche for herself in the fashion industry. You are welcome, Ronke.
Thank you.
How are
Good
you
morning.
doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay,
Good
so
morning.
first off, good morning. I
Yes.
am absolutely loving your two-piece. It is so beautiful.
Thank you very
You
much.
started this journey in 2018.
Yes.
How has it been?
It's been a roller coaster of emotion.
Okay.
Yes, it's been beautiful. Of course, there are ups and downs, definitely, but it's been an amazing journey.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Okay.
that's what I can say.
Now, you designed what you're wearing, right?
Yes, of
So
course.
let's start with what you're wearing because I absolutely love it. Let's
Thank
talk about
you.
the inspiration behind the design, the stones that were used, or what do you call them?
Yes, we call them
Accessories.
stones,
Stones, exactly.
obliques, depending on.
Yeah, this particular stone, I love it. It seems like there's a lot of intentionality that
Yes.
went into the design.
Of course.
Talk to us about it.
Okay, so of course, when I made the outfit, I wanted something simple but timeless. I'm all about timeless pieces,
Yeah.
to be honest. So when I made this, it was flat, it was simple.
Okay.
But then I wanted a bit of spice to it. Do you understand? So it's still giving chic, but still giving the old office.
Yeah.
Professional, you get where I'm coming from. Yeah, so
Exactly.
I wanted that look, so then that's where the whole beadwork came in. Yeah.
How long did the beading take?
So at times it can take, it depends on how urgent the outfit is.
Yeah,
So it took
okay.
like 2 days, 3 days.
To
2 days,
accessorize
and
this?
we had 3 people work on the beadwork.
Ooh,
Yeah.
3 people.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. All right, so quickly, we'd like to check out some of your designs. We have some models here,
Yeah.
adorned in your beautiful pieces. I can't wait to see them. So let's see the first look. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. This is giving, I want to party vibe. I
Yes.
am ready for the weekend vibe.
Ooh.
It's also giving fashion forward. I'm loving it. Talk to us about what inspired this look.
So,
So first, let's talk about the conceptualization, what inspired it, and then the articulation of the design.
okay. So I wanted something that a lot of people are always very cautious about how their tummy looks.
Tummy looks,
Yeah. So
okay.
I also wanted to give a timeless. I'm always very particular about timeless pieces. You can see this dress in the next 10 years and you're like still wowed
True,
about
true,
it.
very true.
So I wanted something that you could still wear and still look elegant and still be very comfortable. I'm all about how comfortable my clients are. So yes, that was the inspiration behind it.
I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Absolutely love it.
Thank
I love
you.
the ruffles. I love that you can actually hide your belly fat.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite part.
And then it's also nice for like, slim, cute
yeah,
ladies
yeah.
that still want to look.
Love it.
chic.
Quickly, let's see the next look. Okay, absolutely love the ruffled dress. Next
you.
look, please, quickly come out. All right. Oh, this is beautiful. Love it. Ooh. This is definitely giving I want a party.
Yes.
I can't wait. It's also giving red carpet events vibes. I want all cameras on me. I want all eyes on me when I walk in.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to us about that look.
So this look is just, it's different. It's
Okay.
because it was from the scratch. Each pearl, we put each pearl on it, it was single.
joking.
Yes, it wasn't like, oh, we bought the fabrics like that. No, we got the fabric and then we did the beadwork on it. So I wanted something, I'm very particular about difference. I don't want what everybody does. We don't do what everybody do. We don't just get fabrics and sew it. No, I always have the touch of, you have the touch of Radchiller into it. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's it, basically.
Love it. So how long did it take? How long? Can you take a 360, please? We need to see what the, oh, beautiful. Can you
Yeah.
like flip your hair to the side so we see what the back looks like? How long did it take to bead that?
It took a week.
A week.
Yes.
How much does this dress cost?
So it depends on the client.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay, so if I want to buy it, how much?
I'll give you for 500.
500,000.
Yeah.
Ha!
But because it's you, because
Okay.
you are my person,
In Kwara
I can
State,
give you
cannot
discount.
find a land for 500,000.
I'll give you a discount.
Okay.
Because obviously, you know, dollars increased now.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is.
Yes, it has. Okay, so let's see the both designs. I mean, recently I was having this conversation with a friend of mine, and I'm like, a lot of fashion designers are really putting, you know, the cost of value on their work.
Yes.
Right? A lot of designs spend, you know, they cost so much.
So much, yeah.
What is the, you know, most, or what is the highest amount or costing for your designs? How much do you sell what's the highest amount for any of your dresses?
No, I have dresses that are pretty affordable. Because, I mean, when I started, I was all about haute couture. That's just beadworks and everything. But I know a couple of my clients were like, can you do something more affordable for me? So if you want something worth of 50K,
Okay. Oh,
if you want something worth of 100K, if you want, you can have
any
designs.
On your
Yes,
pockets.
yes, it depends on your
Fantastic.
pocket. So it's very pocket friendly.
Oh, great. Let's see these designs one more time. I would like you guys to take a spin, a 360 turn. I see that dress is so see-through. It's giving, I want you.
I know.
Loving it. Love both looks. They're very versatile. You could actually wear them to the red carpet. You can wear that out on a
To a
night.
picnic.
Yeah, to a picnic, to, you know,
Your
out.
birthday.
It's very versatile. Thank you so much, Rad.
Thank
Chiller,
you.
Wrong Care.
Yes.
For this, your designs are beautiful. It was
Thank
such a
you.
pleasure having you here.
Thank
with
you so
us.
much.
Wishing you all the best.
Thank
and
you.
FYI, I would love to be adorned in
Ooh.
your piece.
I got you. I got you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, people. So we have Zidon Paparella next on the couch. That you don't want to miss. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome. We have our final guest on the couch here, pardon me. We've known him for a very long time by his professional name, but his real name is quite something.
Right.
Nansel Ofayegbe Sunday Nimio. Interesting. All right. Zidon Paparella, you've seen him either singing or presenting or
An actor.
An actor and
Have
all
you
of
acted
that.
before? Okay.
No, acting is actually the only, I'd like
Thing
that
that
one I've not done.
You've not done it. Well, yeah, it just seems like he might have done it, yeah. So, but he's here now, and of course, there's quite a lot he has done. Let's all start from the beginning, man, because you've been there. How long have you been doing this? When did you get into the industry?
Well, I'd say about 2 decades.
2 decades.
Yeah, I started professionally in 1998.
How was the scene as at that time when it comes to the media scene? How was it for you getting in? How did you start? Talk to us about that.
Okay, contrary to what most people believe, I didn't used to sing when I started. I started as a rapper. I was an MC.
Oh, really?
Yes, you know, and I started from, you know, while we were in secondary school. We used to mime, you know, songs. I used to mime rap songs, you know, during the literary and debating society events and functions. And when I got out of secondary school, I started writing my own rap songs. Joined a couple of groups, and they were more inclined to singing. So, and they would be like, Zidon, but you can sing now. Every time we sing choruses, you know, you sound really good. Why don't you, you know? So, I mean, one thing led to the other. I started singing, you know, and I like I said, I was with a couple of groups. ZIP being one of the most prominent ones, Zidon, IC, and Paul. Of course, you know Paul runs. And then went solo sometime in 2005. You mentioned the media. Things were very different back then. You know, it was a bit more challenging back then. You know, I mean, trying to promote. We didn't have the leverage of social media, but we made the most of what we had. It was pretty tough, you know, doing everything. You know, from recording music to promoting music. I remember when we released "Now You Be the Girl, Yo." Every time I look around, the song came out, and we had to go to we visited close to about 22, 23 states. You know, doing what I'm
Trying to
doing
do
now.
promotion
You know,
and all of
yeah, you
that.
know, doing interviews, radio, TV. You know, but the good thing is that it exposed me and built a strong network. Basically, most states I go to, there is always one person or the other that I know. You know, maybe they were, you know, at some point when I visited many years back, they were an intern. Today, they are the bosses. You know what I mean? So it has helped in its way, but it was just pretty challenging. Let me just stop there.
Okay. I mean, you've been through this over 2 decades.
Yes.
You know, you've been on the music scene, you've been in the media scene.
Yeah.
And now you are an ambassador
For the Sustainable Development Goals.
And
Yes.
I've seen a few of your teachings, you know, where
Yes,
you're
yes.
empowering students and all of that. Talk to us about how that experience and how that's going for you.
Okay. Yes, there was some sort of haters in my musical career. I'm coming to that.
Okay.
The SDGs, I'm a believer, you know, in the goals. Okay, so I started doing work for the SDGs before I became an official ambassador for the Sustainable Development Goals. I made the official theme song here in Nigeria, you know, and sometime in 2018, the Office of Senior Special Assistant to the President on SDGs and the United Nations conferred on me and a couple of other celebrities the honorary title of the SDGs ambassador. Yeah, and since then, yeah, we've been working. Basically, you know what the goals are all about. Basically, the SDGs are a shared blueprint with a hope, with an agenda for 2030 to bring prosperity to the people of the earth and, of course, the planet.
Yeah.
So the goals are in sync and in line with that goal and objective.
Okay.
So basically, it focuses on the 3 spheres, you know, of society: environmental, social, and economical. So basically everything, even what you're doing right now, without you realizing it, you're advocating for the goals.
So is that what the religion of love, is that what inspired the religion of love?
That's why I came back. Music, like I said, there was some sort of haters. You know, but I'm back to music because I'm using music as a medium, you know, to also propagate the goals, you know, and yeah, basically do what I do.
Okay. So we are watching Religion of Love right now.
Oh, yeah.
And
You wanted to mention something just before we round up because we
Yeah.
don't have so much time. You mentioned something about
Going on a hiatus.
haters on in music and all of that.
Yes. Okay, yeah, I took a break from music. I took a break from, you know, because, you know, when you've been doing something for so long, you know, you begin to ask yourself some questions, you know, like, what's the bigger picture? What next? Why are you even doing this? You know, so it's not like when I was actively doing music, I used to make any yao music, you know, but what's the purpose behind it, you know? But there's clarity of purpose now, so I am more purpose-oriented now. Right now, I'm doing music, and I'm back in a different kind of way.
All right, great. Fantastic. Well done.
Thank
well
you.
Done. Well
Thank
done.
you.
We have to head over to the kitchen.
Oh,
I hope
okay.
you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting I was going to get free breakfast. Nothing is free
well.
these days in Nigeria. Your show is awesome.
Thank you so much. We pride ourselves in that.
Yeah.
Right, so we'll head over to...
Welcome back inside the kitchen for
Nice.
Wake Up Nigeria. We have very beautiful guests in the house. Zidon Poporella, Zidon T.
I really don't understand why I'm the only one sitting.
No, don't worry, our guest, your guest.
Comfortable.
This is Chef Samson, and Chef Tina's here for a reason. We'll find out in a bit. And Chef Sam, please tell us again what it is we are having.
Okay, again, we have chicken schnitzels
Chicken schnitzels.
with saffron mashed yam and wilted pumpkin leaf, infused atarodo sauce with oisin.
Yeah.
As
I was here the entire process. This is an African take on a continental dish. What you're looking at there is actually yam, and that's pumpkin leaf, yeah?
Yes.
Pumpkin leaf. Go ahead and give it a taste and tell us what you think.
Okay.
While you're doing that, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Tina,
Yes.
Okay,
would you like to...
on behalf of APCN,
That is the Association
the
of
Association
Professional
of
Chefs.
Professional Chefs in Nigeria, we want to present to you Wake Up Nigeria. This is a taste to just tell you guys Thank you so very much for everything that you've been doing for us.
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate you.
Thank you. Let me receive it. Let me receive it. I'd like to thank my mom. Well, thank you very much. Zidane, please go ahead. Please give us a.
Let me just.
You want to try? You went for the
This
chicken.
actually looks like okay.
It's chicken breast. There's no bone in there. Don't worry. You can eat all of it.
Wow, this is beautiful. It's nice,
Fantastic.
delicious.
Great.
Tasty.
Thank you, Chef Sam. I'm going to be jumping into that one in a bit.
This is really nice.
Yes.
And this is chicken.
Yes.
This is chicken, and it's coated with gari.
yes.
It's not flour. No. You know, because the typical thing would be flour. So you guys used gari. This is quite ingenious.
Very interesting.
I like to see this. You know, see a proper blend. You know, with Africa. You know, I mean, when you do intercontinental and you make it really intercontinental, you know, I mean, Africa is blended in this. This
Fantastic.
is really nice.
Great.
Lovely.
Thank you very much, APCN.
Yes, please.
APC, yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate this on behalf of everybody here at Wake Up Nigeria. And thank you very much for sticking around the entire week long. It's the end of the week. Feel Good Friday. We hope you got your Friday started off on a good note.
See you at the Empower Her Summit. Have a great weekend.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.